The Ministry of Defense recruited us as excavator operators and drivers, but in the end they sold us out and made us assault troops.
They were built to guard the skies, paraded as Russia's pride, hailed as the shield no enemy could pierce. Yet under the quiet buzz of Ukrainian drones, these invincible air defense systems turned into little more than smoldering scrap. The irony writes itself. What Moscow once boasted as its best protection now lies in ruins, undone not by grand arsenals, but by the very weapons it dismissed as insignificant. The Special Operations Forces of the Armed Forces of Ukraine struck the Russian S-400 Triumph surface-to-air missile system in the Kuga region. The launcher and radar station, key elements of the enemy's air defense system, were hit. The operation took place on the night of September 5th. A Special Operations Forces group was conducting special reconnaissance on Russian territory, during which the location of the S-400 system was identified. After receiving visual confirmation of the target, SOF operators transmitted precise coordinates for striking the target. The data was promptly forwarded to the strike units. As a result of coordinated actions, Special Operations Forces strike drones successfully hit one launcher and a radar station of the complex. This significantly reduced the combat effectiveness of the air defense system in this area. On the night of August 28th, the Special Forces of the Department of Active Operations of the Defense Intelligence of Ukraine struck a Russian radar system that is part of the S-400 surface-to-air missile system in Crimea. Disabling this radar is part of an ongoing campaign to suppress air defenses in Crimea, overseen by the primary Ghosts Special Unit. This is an additional footage of the strike on the logistics hub of Russia's 810th Naval Infantry Brigade in Kursk region. Special Operations Unit UAREGTEAM of the 8th Special Purpose Regiment, together with other strike elements, hit ammo depots, supply warehouses, and living quarters. The strike on the enemy's logistics hub took place during the night of September 18, 2025. The footage from the released video, recorded by a drone, shows a series of hits on buildings used by Russian troops for their purposes. According to the Special Operations Forces, the strike targeted a storage base for supplies and ammunition warehouses, as well as a concealed site for weapons and military equipment of the Russian 810th Brigade. This Russian Naval Infantry Brigade, stationed in temporarily occupied Sevastopol, is actively involved in offensive operations in the North Slobozhanshchina sector. The personnel of this brigade are implicated in committing war crimes, including the execution of Ukrainian prisoners of war. In December 2024, the Ukrainian Defense Forces neutralized the deputy commander of the 810th Guards Naval Infantry Brigade, who was located at a command post in the city of Lvov, the Kursk region. The 810th Guards Naval Infantry Brigade, once hailed as Russia's elite marine force, has become emblematic of the challenges facing the Russian military in Ukraine. Stationed in Sevastopol, Crimea, this brigade has endured significant setbacks, including multiple defeats and reconstitutions. In September 2022, Ukrainian forces claimed the brigade had lost over 85% of its personnel in the Kherson region, with many soldiers refusing to return to combat. Despite efforts to rebuild, the brigade suffered further losses during the 2023 Ukrainian counteroffensive, leading to its third major defeat and reformation. December 2023, the brigade was implicated in the use of chemical weapons in the Crimean area, violating international conventions. By January 2024, the brigade had lost at least 157 vehicles, including 19 tanks, underscoring its ongoing struggles. The brigade's morale has also been a concern. Reports indicate that soldiers have resorted to bribing officials to avoid deployment to the Kursk region, highlighting the strain on personnel. Despite these challenges, the 810th Brigade continues to be active in the conflict, with recent reports of its involvement in the Sumy region of Ukraine. However, the brigade's repeated setbacks and the ongoing strain on its forces suggest that its role in the conflict may be increasingly untenable. The repeated defeats, Heavy equipment losses and plummeting morale have turned the 810th Guards Naval Infantry Brigade from an elite symbol into a cautionary tale. What was once celebrated as Russia's maritime strike force now struggles to sustain itself, exposing the cracks in the broader military effort and casting doubt on its ability to hold the line in Ukraine's most contested regions. In the Pokrovsk sector, border guards captured a Russian who had worked his whole life as a crane operator and last year signed a contract, thinking he would serve as an excavator operator. In August, the man suffered a stroke, and by September he was thrown into storming positions. After 20 days without food or water, faced with the indifference of his commanders and fear of death, he eventually followed a Ukrainian drone and surrendered.
I did not go to war. The Ministry of Defense recruited us as excavator operators and drivers. But in the end, they sold us out and made us assault troops.
How old are you? Please tell me.
I'm 62 years old.
Do your commanders kill their own?
Yes, undoubtedly. Let the Lord punish me myself, but this is inhuman.
What would you like to say to your fellow citizens?
A people, end the war. Come out. You don't need it. You don't need it. Let the people sort things out in their own country. You can't sort things out in your own country, yet you meddle elsewhere.
President Trump, in the event that Russia is not ready to make a deal, then, to end the war, the United States is fully prepared to impose a very strong round of powerful tariffs, which would stop the bloodshed very quickly.
In the event that Russia is not ready to make a deal to end the war, then the United States is fully prepared to impose a very strong round of powerful tariffs, which would stop the bloodshed, I believe, very quickly. But for those tariffs to be effective, European nations, all of you are gathered here right now, would have to join us in adopting the exact same measures.
In Kostiantynivka, Donetsk region, patrol officers rescued a couple who were trapped in their own apartment after a Russian airstrike. The apartment door was pinned by a concrete slab. The officers used a crowbar to bend the door and free the people. They are now safe. On the same day, another 4 citizens and their pet were also rescued.
Давай, пускай. Держишь? Держу, не переживай. Вообще не переживай. Пробуй. Все. Лучше не будет. Ром прошел крепко. Да, над двором. Пани, пойдемте, пожалуйста. Стойте. Заходите вперед.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comments section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.